Okay, you guys, we are at the Reptile building at the Fresno Chaffee Zoo.
I've been working with reptiles for almost a decade. He's incredibly intelligent. I'm personally pretty proud of the Gaboon Viper exhibit.
I've always loved Gaboon Vipers. They're just a sausage of a snake.
Oh, and they're so lovely. They're so kind.
We are gonna see an extinct in the wild species of turtle, and I'm super pumped for it. Here we go.
Who I am, yeah, and I always do it because I can, yeah. I'm cloud nine, hoping I don't land, and I always do it because I can. Oh man.
We have magically transported Alana into Chris now, apparently. What do you do here at the zoo?
I am, like everyone else you met today, I am also a zoological care specialist. I work here in the reptile house. This half generally has a lot of the more wet and tropical stuff on there, lots more aquatic stuff.
So what are we seeing today? I see you have some crawly.
Yeah, so I
crickety
just
plants.
have some calcium dusted crickets in here, and we're gonna take a look at our endangered, extinct in the wild, Rote Island snakeneck turtles. We have a breeding pair here, and we're gonna feed them some crickets today.
That's exciting. Let's go do that.
All right, that's them. Begging.
So I can see how they get that name, huh?
Yeah, so snake necks, there's not just one kind, right? There's snake neck
There's
turtles have
plenty
evolved
of-
on plenty of different continents.
Right.
It's a great body design that works well for catching prey, especially if you're hiding in some murky water. You can tuck your whole body away and just shoot your head out like a harpoon. They're not that big of a turtle. These are full-grown adult females and male. So you can see why they're extinct in the wild. They will come up to literally anybody. They are very easily poached from the wild, and that's generally what's happened to them. They make great pets, unfortunately. So there's mass exportation of these animals back in the 90s and into the 2000s, and it caused a collapse of their wild populations. We have the pair here. This is our only pair of adults. We do have 3 clutches of baby turtles in our quarantine area. So once the animals here are big enough, cleared their conservation quarantine, they'll move to the Bronx, and then from there they'll be passed on to Indonesia, where they'll be put into more of an outdoor quarantine area. They'll be acclimated to the Indonesian waters and Indonesian flora and fauna, and then they'll be slated for reintroduction into a protected zone so they can establish their own breeding population there that doesn't exist currently.
There's not many rewilding efforts that have been successful with, like, you know, the larger, like, megafauna, right?
Sure.
It's a little bit tougher with that, but with the smaller creatures like the turtles, it's a little bit easier.
This is a lot easier to do at scale than it is to rewild white rhinos.
Right.
You know, that doesn't mean that they're any more important or less
Right.
important.
Right.
It's just different. If we're working on membership donations and grant funding, this is a great way to use those dollars effectively to have a positive impact in a very relatively short amount of time. It doesn't take these animals long to produce a clutch of eggs and raise those babies up. We're talking on a couple year scale. These babies can be reintroduced.
So this is conservation literally in action right here.
This is it. This is what it looks like.
That's awesome.
We'll do a little scatter feed and get some splashing fish. So I feed them way over there.
Yeah.
You have to splash turtle water in my mouth.
That was great. Goodbye, turtles. Oh.
Where you want to go, bud?
Hello, sir. So who is this, Chris?
So this is our Galapagos tortoise, Knobby. He is around 65 years old, and he's been here since 1980.
1980, and he's only 65, huh?
Yep.
Wow. So basically, he's a kid.
Yeah, he's a young man. If you put that in human years, he's around 27, 28 years old. He should live, hopefully, for another 120 years.
To imagine the things that this man has seen.
He's doing what we call a finch response right now, exposing all of his skin so he can expose himself to the birds to eat the little
Eat the bugs and
ectoparasites and stuff like that.
I love that. So what are some interesting facts about this young man here?
So, Knobby, while the Galapagos tortoises are endangered, we cannot breed him because he is a mixture of 2 different island localities.
Oh, okay.
So he is essentially pet quality.
I see.
That doesn't mean he's any less impressive. If you were to estimate how much he weighs,
Yeah.
what would you say?
1,000 pounds.
That's a guess. That's one of the guesses of all time. He is closer to about 400 pounds. Around 400 pounds, and that's a
400.
lot. Is this super thick shell here? If you look
Yeah.
at that, it's several inches thick. On the larger islands, the trees are taller, and the vegetation tends to be a little higher off the ground. So the tortoises on the island have evolved a shell where this part right here behind his head comes way up high, so their neck can get even higher to reach all that vegetation, and that results in just more resources. So the tortoises on the island get much bigger, and they can crest 700 pounds.
Is he a fan of scratches?
Loves them. Just
Right
steer
here?
clear of his mouth. This is essentially a hydraulic press garden shears.
He will crunch.
Yeah,
Oh, he is a boy. He's so soft.
he's surprisingly soft.
Yeah. What a massive animal. Those big feet. Those big old toes.
You can see the big, thick scales here. It almost feels like hard rubber. And that's great for pulling in and protecting all this soft exposed flesh right here. Because the males will try and flip and bite and tear at this membrane when they're mating.
Oh, you're gonna give him some lettuce? Is that what he likes? Is that one of his favorite snacks?
Yeah, hey pal, he's gonna have to snap out of this. It takes him a minute.
Why are you heavy breathing at me? I don't like heavy breathing. There we go. Crunch. Well,
Jade eye is scared, Knobby.
He definitely like jumped.
this has to mean a lot to you to be able to help with this project.
I've loved reptiles for over 35 years. This is my hometown zoo. I grew up here in Fresno. I grew up watching the giant tortoise outside when he was half his size, and I was a fifth of my size. Being able to give back to the zoo that was a big part of shaping my love for reptiles is pretty awesome, and to put my stamp on a project that's bringing back animals that you can't find anywhere else in the world, and being like, I did that, or I helped do that at least. I will take all the credit.
I love that.